Hey guys, System here, and this is FTB Genesis. I myself am having a wonderful day. Hope you guys all are as well. Go ahead, jump forward, and get back into this amazing pack. In between episodes, well, I did a little bit of stuff, so let's go ahead and take a look-see, right? So I went ahead and worked on this block here. It's called a aerial interface. There is a quest here in the, the quest book, right? And it tells us it can be used for the wireless charging of our armor, our new Manacraft armor, as well as RF, as well as move items around, which is really cool. It can actually do all kinds of like player interaction wirelessly, right? So to do the power part, it's really easy. Just give it power, then you're pretty much good to go. Even charges curios, so it's been keeping this full of power, which is pretty neat, right? So I thought that was pretty rad. Another thing is, can I keep stock of items in your inventory? I'm doing that here with this item transporter, right? So if I actually take this melon juice and pop this in here, oh, I must have messed up the sides. Let's go ahead and fix that. There you go. Set it to inventory there. It's going to level that back up to 12 of them in my inventory. So pretty neat in that regard as well, right? I don't know why I put it in 2 slots, but it doesn't usually do that. But the way I'm actually keeping the set amount of actual melon juice in my inventory is with the item transporter on regulate mode and just set it to 12. And that way I can just always keep 12 melon juice in my inventory. I thought that was pretty neat. Have to see how well it works, because I did notice if I do this, it kind of messes with stuff. But anyway, we'll kind of figure it out, see if it's worthwhile. But if it is, it's pretty rad all around. You can actually change the functionality too. So it can either do items, right? So insert a dispenser upgrade to switch to interfacing food and experience. So I think you could do either items, or you could have it do experience and do the food instead. But it does have an auto feed mode as well. So I thought that was pretty neat. The main thing I wanted it for was for charging armor, and that one's pretty cool. And this one's a little quirky to set up as well. So I just want to drain our armor for a second here, just so you can see, yeah, the pressure is down there. Then we go ahead and turn that back on. Let's get to the armor on the top. And our armor is fully charged now, just like that. And the weird thing about setting that part of it up is, you actually have to get this here, a charging module, aimed at this block, right? But you can't put the block down first to do that. You actually have to kind of set up the tubing and then aim it at the block. I don't think it has to be at the top. It's just the way I have it, right? And then put down the player interface, because once it's down, you can't get this block in place, the actual charging module. It just won't go onto the pressure tube. So a little confusing. It took me a little bit of time, like 30 minutes to figure out this block for that. But I got it figured out though. And it seems like it's just fully wireless. It doesn't seem like it has any range. I don't know if it's cross-dimensional, like if we chunk loaded stuff. I'll have to test that out. We basically don't have to use this anymore either. Like this thing here is just for upgrades. Like I don't have to use this at all. I don't have to give it pressure. This thing can take a 20 bar pressure too. So I just have a setup down here doing 20 bar pressure. So the same little circuit we used on the other one with the redstone modules and the pressure gauge tube module. And with that, yeah, we just keep at 9. I have it set to 19.5 bar, I think, right? Yeah, 19.5. So yeah, with that, we don't have to worry about the pressure at all. So pretty neat, pretty rad, and pretty cool little setup. So I'm pretty glad I figured out this block. I looked at this one time before and could not figure this part out. The dev of this pack, Seraph, actually mentioned it in the Discord. And then I was just like, that's how you do that. Yeah, it's so unintuitive that you have to do this part first, then the block. I don't know. They should fix that. Anyway, that was one thing I did. Really happy with that because, like I said, I've looked at in like 3 different packs and just couldn't figure it out. Guess the only other thing I did was go ahead and set up a couple more upgraded machines. So I have the singularity compressor. So it's like the ones we set up yesterday with the redstone inverter. Keeps up pressure. So same concept except for this one's pressure. Way faster. Really like that one. Compacting recycler. Same concept. Always speed. It has an inverter. Way faster. These are all medium voltage machines too. And I guess the other one was the rotary macerator. Again, inverter. Rotation is kept up in this one at a cost of EU, right? So they all cost some base EU, right? They're just always being used either way. But they're way, way faster and well worth it. So went ahead and got those all set up there. They're all easy to make except for one of them too. So that one wasn't bad. Just one of those advanced machine blocks. This one's same. This one here has a weird recipe. You have to make these scrap metal blades. And to do that, you have to get scrap metal chunks, right? So these are from scrap metal, which you actually have to recycle ingots to get, right? So I just recycled a bunch of tin because we don't really need tin to be honest. And then, yeah, just get yourself a bunch of flint. Found a good flint recipe too, actually, from the extractor. So you can do that. I didn't want to do the cutting board. When you do the cutting board, it's infinite that way. You never use any of your actual gravel, but this way just throw in the machine and kind of forget about it. So I've gone ahead and set up a few new recipes here and a new machine. So this is the electric arc furnace from Electrodynamics. I needed that to be able to make this ceramic here. So this wet ceramic, once you make that, has to be smelted in a blast furnace. And the other one's vanilla, so I just went ahead and set this one up. Only 120 volts and set up as the other ones, right, with the auto jack there. So it's working out quite well, apparently. Trying to get this all done so we can actually make this here, the energized alloy. So let's actually grab one of them. And all the recipes I made, I guess, were down here. So I had to do titanium with the essence. I did a water bucket. I'm going to show you these two, actually. This in the wet ceramic because I had an issue. Then I have stainless steel plates, and I guess I did clay balls as well. So where I had an issue here was on this recipe right here. Had to make sure fluid substitutions were actually turned off, or was trying to grab a water source, right? So make sure you do that. Had to do the same thing with this one. For some reason, it's trying to grab water sources, and that's definitely not going to work. So make sure the substitutions are definitely turned off there. There you go. Should have everything we need for the alloy, right? Oh, I already grabbed one, right? Let's go ahead and see if we can grab another one. There you go. We're going to need another one later on to get to the second alloy, right? So I guess that's the thing as well. So we're good. So what I plan on doing now is getting this thing set up, and we need to get up to the next level of power, right? So we are on 240, but we're going to completely break our setup here, and then we're going to go ahead and go down into this hole, right? And completely reset it up, because otherwise we're going to be snaking this stuff like a madman, and I don't think that's probably a good idea. So let's not do that. Go ahead and get rid of all these cables here. It is a little extra work, I guess, but this cabling is so weird with this mod, right? It's also so hard to know what's going on with the cables. Like, with every other mod, you can usually tell, like, what the power is doing. And they even gave us items, I guess, later with the later updates to kind of help you with knowing what's going on with the power in this mod. But at the same time, they don't really help you at all, I noticed. Because they only work if the power is actually traveling through the cables. You know what I mean? You can't tell when the power isn't working. It's really strange. It's really strange. Anyway, let's go ahead and grab this here, pop that down. I think we actually need that turned the other way. So let's go ahead and rotate that like that. Let's get just one of these set up too. Let's do that there. And if we can get this one up to 960, we know we can just run the other one right beside it, right? So we've got all our 120 volt lines set up. We're good there. I ran little channels here so I can kind of do the routing a little better. And all we have to do now is get this up to 240, right? I forget how this goes when we put it down. So I think we need the red dot, aiming at the red dot on this one. It's the way it worked last time. Yeah, I think we went red to red for 240. So let's go ahead and drop that off here. Then go ahead and actually run this down here, I suppose. Where's the actual channel we need to get to? I guess we go this way. There you go. I just want to go ahead and run them kind of like in these little divots, you know what I mean, little ditches, so I can actually cable better, right? So anyway, let's go up here. Then we'll have to test this machine to make sure it's working. But if so, we'll be up to 240, and that'll be stupendous, right? So let's go ahead and grab ourselves, I guess, iron rod from this one. That is something we can definitely do here. It's rod, right? Yeah, these here. Let's go ahead and actually make one of those. And this one's working. So we're safely up to 240. Also, once you get up to like the second or third, I guess, one of these, they'll instantly kill you if you jump on them. So be very, very careful of those as well. I don't know if there's any kind of like safety gear from this mod or anything like that. Actually, now I'm thinking of it too, we might be able to run this right here, actually. And from this one too, so this tier to go to the 480, I think we want to go to gray to red, right? Yeah, I think it's going to be that right there. So I think that's correct there. And then we need to run this one up here. And we should be on 480 too, so that should work. Also, I'm going to show you this too. Like how I was saying, these things don't really work very well. So we have this, and we have the multimeter block. So this is a live line. We just tested it, right? We know it's working. So if I go ahead and connect a cable to that and look at the information, look at all the wonderful information we're getting. But if I order one of these, I think, there you go. There you go. Now we get information. That's what I mean. They're not very useful. They're only good when a machine's actually working. It's not just the line is live. It's really weird how they work. Anyway, let's go ahead and guess run another divot here. No, I guess we don't have to run another divot here because the next one will be just coming out anyway. So let's go ahead and get the 480 hooked up, and then we'll have to do a couple more recipes, and then we should be good. Hopefully this is working. So what do we need for this recipe here? Actually, that's in the wrong spot. Yeah, it was this stuff, right? It was the osmium and this. Oh, there you go. We're actually getting chromium. So this is the chromium recipe here. Don't think we even need that much of that. I should make that recipe too, actually. That should handle that recipe there. Awesome. And now I should be able to try chromium. Cool. Except for, why you no go down? Try that again. I don't know why I did that, actually. Chromium. What's happening? Because this one has 2 slots, it's having some kind of issue here. There you go. I think I found a solution here. It's a little jank, but it works, right? So we go chromium. Go ahead and ask for one of those now. And there you go. I need faster piping, but it'll work. It's jank as heck, but if it works around the weirdness of this machine, so be it. The other one was stainless, right? So we go stainless, and I think we only need 3 right now. So let's go ahead and do that. Takes 3 steel, and then 1 of the chromium. There you go. And that should end up in there, right? And one of them should end up on the top. And then finally, there you go. We actually have it. With that, we can actually go ahead and make the 3 plates we need, right? So go ahead and grab that. And we should now be able to actually go ahead and actually make our reinforced alloy. So we have it now, which is amazing. So that's done. Got some upgrades here. Get ourselves some thick tin wire and some steel. There you go. I saw there's some other good recipes in here too. So they have like bronze, but they're way cheaper, right? Then there was steel's way better too. Even the netherite recipe is really good. So I guess that's the thing. Also, we can get our superconductive ingots now. I don't know what that is. There's a steel one, right, too. That's really good. So 2 iron and 1 coal coke for 4 steel. So we get that way cheaper now. And I don't know what else is in here, to be honest. Stainless. There's our osmium. It takes blaze powder. Actually, I went ahead and just set up a recipe, too. So you can macerate blaze rods to get 5 blaze powder. And then this one here was, that's the osmium right there, I guess. So yeah, that's a pretty good recipe as well. So let's go ahead and throw this into the macerator. So that one's ready to go. I'm expecting this one to have the exact same jank as well. So I guess that's the thing as well. Let's go ahead and toss that down. Looks like it's already set up. We'll have to go down this way. There you go. This one should be pretty much done, actually. So we'll have to go ahead and run some cabling as well. I grabbed some more of the advanced logisticals as well. So we're good to go. There you go. Ready for jank. We're pre-janking right now. There you go. That's awesome. And we just need to ramp this up one more time. I think we could just do it right here, right? So let's go ahead and grab the last upgrade transformer. Let's check this side here. So I think it has to be red again is what we're going for. Get out of my way. We just don't want to break, okay? There you go. Oh, let's do... Will you stop switching? There you go. And this side is gray, right? Yes, I think that's what we want. So let's go ahead and get that all hooked up again. Let's not use tin. Let's use silver. That looks good. This looks good. And then I just need to get this hooked up to 82 because it's not hooked up yet. Is that hooked up? Looks good to me. Device online. And I guess we get the recipe in here. Do we actually have osmium? We're about to find out. Osmium hype. Go ahead and do that. Oh, it's sending stuff. And it's getting power. We did it. We did it. We did it. Oh my goodness. This power system is hard on the head. Figuring out, look at that. Look at that nonsense. Now there might be a better way of doing this, but there was no better way to do it in my head. It was just like, wow. I mean, I could have done it in like a straight line, but I would, in a straight line base, it would have been pretty easy actually. But where I'm trying to fit it into an area, my goodness. But yeah, we got osmium now. That's actually really cool. So, wait. Did not send it because I didn't do something. Oh, I didn't do this. I need to set this down, right? Go ahead and set that down. And then go ahead and throw that. Totally messed that up. Ejector. Grab this here. There you go. Try that one more time. Oh, see, that's more jank. when you shift click, this mod's really jank. It's really jank. When I shift in upgrades, they should go into the upgrade slot. Please, please, please. This mod's really cool. It's really cool, but it needs some polish. This mod needs some polish, man. It just has little weird stuff going on. Just really weird stuff. Wait. We have ourselves our osmium now. I want to double check that recipe too. Did I take the... Yes, I took that out of there. Trying to make sure we had the byproducts out of there. I didn't do it to this one. It has that metal slag there, right? Because I don't think that's 100% of the time. And that'll actually make your recipe hang. There you go. Make sure that's out of there. But outside of that, I think we're good to go. We're actually good to move on to other stuff. So the next thing I want to go ahead and get into is going to be UU matter, right? So UU matter is very useful stuff. It is very power intensive, but we have a good amount of power now. I think we can actually go ahead and make the mass fabricator right now, which is what we need to do it. So I made some of these here. They are stabilized machine blocks. They take the stainless steel, which we could produce no problem at all now. Need a couple circuits. Let's get that done. Want to go ahead and make some more of those good recyclers as well. So the compacting ones, we'll go ahead and make like 3 more of those as well. Is our mass fabricator done? Because if so, sweet. If not, I will wait. We'll wait for a second here. So I already have 1 recycler here. I have 4 more of these HV converters. I have a MB flux converter, because these ones are, the actual recyclers are medium voltage. The mass fabricator is high voltage, so that is cool there. Oh, actually, it wasn't going to be done anyway. I was going to do this, right? So let's do that. Then grab the recyclers as well. 2 of them are done. I guess I'm waiting on 1 more. I'm just thinking if we need anything else. We're going to need some inverters as well. I forget what the inverter recipes are. These things have the wind up, right? Inverter. And I should be able to... Why didn't I just do this? Let's go ahead and grab you. Do a bunch of them. Then grab ourselves the inverters, right? 2, 3, 4. Fantastic. Okay. So we're going to set this up probably on the other side of the base. Probably near our power too, actually. I don't have to run around as much. We're going to do a temporary setup too, because we'll be increasing upon this in time. Right now, we can't really produce a lot of scrap, and that's a big part of this, right? So I'll kind of explain it all here in a second. There you go. We'll kind of clear that off. So in here, part of the main quest line is the UU matter, so the programmable matter. That's going to unlock bees, and it looks like this quest line here too, defragmentation, right? So UU matter is used for, well, producing different materials, basically. It could be used for, like, producing other materials. It's almost like a essence, you know what I mean, from mystical agriculture. So it could be just crafting other things. When you're producing it too, when you give it the scrap boxes, it actually produces it up to 7 times more efficiently. I think by default, when you go to EU matter, I think it's 7 million by default. Yeah, 7 million EU to produce 1 UU matter. But if you give it a scrap box, not a scrap box, many scrap boxes, it actually drop that down to 1 million. So it gets way cheaper when you do it like that. So if we go to use on this, you can kind of see the uses. So it's going to be used for producing different materials just with crafting, right? Then it has these seed doubling recipes as well. They're added for the pack, so it has all of those benefits as well. So it could be used for that. Then there's a liquid form, which is used for some other stuff. I think it's done in this one, the plasma fire, but we'll worry about that later. The actual UU, though, can also be used in the metallurgic infuser in this pack to use it as an infusing material. And you combine that with different items here. It gives you these gene samples, so you can actually do your bees much easier. Basically, it gives you a gene sample, and you can make the bee that type of bee. So it has a lot of uses, basically. So I want to get into it right away, because it does take a while to produce. So anyway, that's good there. Got all our compacting recyclers. Figure out how I'm going to set these up here. I'll probably have them kind of like in a shape kind of like that. Then I'll have this up there too. I need a... Do I have any kind of placement block in here? Induction casing. Fantastic. There you go. And pop that there. So that should be good. So this will be for the setup to produce scrap boxes. This is going to do the auto crafting. And then we'll just have the fabricator over here somewhere, where we're going to, I guess, pump a lot of power into it. So the mass fabricator is a 512 EU machine, but it can take unlimited connections of 512, meaning it can actually take very large amounts of power if you have enough 512 connections. So we're going to add 4 of them, and we're going to do it that way. So we're effectively going to be giving it about 8,000 RF tick, which is going to be the plan here. I need to move these around too, so let's actually get you out of there, pop you up there. because I need to send it a solid 8,000. Then we're going to be sending almost just in these 4 the max of one of the transfer nodes. I guess it's totally the max, but almost the max of the actual converters themselves. We're just missing the 12s from each of them, right? So I don't know why I'm connecting Fluix cable there. Go ahead and get that out of there. So I made some of these cables too. These are glass fiber. These are for the HV machines. So just go ahead and kind of get that connected to the fabricator here. And then it's going to instantly start working, but it's doing the inefficient crafting right now, right? So it'll take 7 million EU and get to 100% and give us a UU matter. So it's honestly that easy to actually start the process if you have the power, right? It makes it so easy when you have these HV flux converters, I have to say. But anyway, next thing we need to do is start the producing of the actual scrap and figuring out how we're going to do this. So I have one of these as well. These ones are medium voltage, so we don't have to worry as much about that. Let's go ahead and put you down. I need you to get power as well, I guess. Just do that. And then I guess I'll go ahead and grab, I have another card I want to write over this one here. And then we'll just grab ourselves one of these. Like I said, very dirty for right now, because I know I'm going to be changing this. One reason I know I'm going to be changing this is because before long, once we get some UU matter, we would actually make the next level of the recycler, which is a multi-block, and it's crazy. So we'll kind of see when we get there how that all is too. So I have that. I have cable. Oh, I need the data card, right? So let's come down here, make sure I can target the right part of it. We'll get power into that puppy. Go ahead and drop that off into 1 with space. That looks good there. So that should have power, right? That's good. Then we should be able to just come underneath here, get this all powered up and wired up pretty easily. There you go. Yeah, so it's been a long time. I don't think I've done UU matter since way back of in the times of ancient engineering. Also, I need other cables for this too, because if I use these ones, bad things might happen. Let's go ahead and grab like 10 of these ones. Let's stick with HV, right? That looks good there. Pull that out and get these connected. That, and I guess you. And before we do this, let's go ahead and do another cable here, just so we can pull all the items out of one kind of cable here. So we'll use a logistical transporter. Might as well use the good ones. And then we'll just set extracts on hopefully all 4 of these. Why is it not letting me target? Okay, there you go. There's 2, 3, and 4. So that'll be our extracts. Then we can just kind of link these up here. So there you go. These should be starting to work. They're going to have to ramp up their speed. We want to go ahead and get the inverters into all of them, I guess. There you go. I have to check all the sides there, I guess, a little bit too. Like I said, they have wonky side settings by default sometimes, but that should be good there. Next thing we need to do, I guess, is power this thing, right? So let's go ahead and grab yet another GPS card. Get that done, maybe, if I get what I want here. There you go. Power that thing, and then throw that pretty much anywhere. I have an open slot there. Yes, let's go ahead and put you in there. Awesome. And what's this one here? This one has nothing. Okay. So that has power now. We'll want to set the recipe for scrap once we have a little bit of it. We aren't actually producing any yet because we need to get the cobblestone cards in there, right? Actually, I need to reset that. So I may have to make some more of these. Actually, I'll definitely have to make more of these too. So I'll have to go ahead and grab our lava tank, get hooked up to a storage bus as well. But I guess that's not a big deal. There you go. So that should actually start producing scrap at some point. They are a little random and slow, but we'll see how that works out for us. And then from this point here, that stuff hopefully will go inside there automatically. Actually, it is. Cool. We don't have to set the sides. So we want to set the recipe, but before we do that, I always like to do this. Click remember there. We'll click the recipe button, set the recipe just like this, and then hit apply. There you go. We're actually starting to produce scrap boxes. We already have 9 of them, which is not too bad. So you can actually see these work. So where's this at a percentage? 43. Let's go ahead and grab ourselves not a universal cable. We want a logistical transporter. Go ahead and pop this over here. So it's at 48 right now, and they'll get like a bonus thing here in a second. I need to, I keep looking for my configurator, but I have Morpho tool, man. There you go. They'll come in here. Oh, it's pulling the scrap. Why is it pulling scrap? Oh, why did I connect? I'm such a jerk. Scrap works too, but it does near nothing. So yeah, don't use scrap. Anyway, we want to go ahead do that there and do that there, then pull this out. There you go. You'll actually see it here. So it gets the amplifier, starts making the sound, and this starts speeding up times 7. So it goes way, way faster, and we'll get it way quicker. So we already have our first UU matter. We actually have our first 2. Took no time at all. We won't be able to keep up with the scrap boxes though. It will burn through those like nothing, I think. So that is definitely a thing. Yeah, it's already starting to run down. So yeah, that is going to be our UU matter startup, I guess, setup for the start here, which is not too bad. Like I said, very quick and dirty because it will be changing. I'll show you the multi-block too. It's really cool, the multi-blocks later on with IC2. Let's go into here, go to the recycler. Yeah, the colossal machines. They're all called colossal, I think. You need this block here. It's like I forget what it's called, but what you can do if you have a hyperspeed recycler, make the largest recycler possible. Only takes 40 EU. It increases the luck of getting your scrap, it looks like, by 500%, it sounds like. But it's like a multi-block, right? You can actually like show it in the world here somehow. Oh, right there. There you go. It looks like that. Not just a small one. So this is just a 2x2. You can build it up to a 4x4. So I guess that's a thing as well. So pretty cool in that regards. Damn machine. I forget what the other block is. With the master block. So you need the main block in the corner. Does it say there? With the master block being at the top left, each upgrade doubles the capacity. Seems to... Wait, this one produces steam? Wait, no, it produces water. Water as a product. Oh, and it produces steam. Why would this produce steam? That seems so strange to me. That's so cool. Anyway, we'll get to this before too long, but I'm pretty sure, like I said, this takes UU. So I guess that's a thing as well. So yeah, that's it actually looks kind of sussy. It's just sussy with a square head. It's a little strange. Either way, we already have 4 UU, so the reason we're producing at a pretty good pace is because, well, we have these flux converters. But that's 8,000 RF just pumped in there like it was nothing. So we will produce it at an okay speed. I may go ahead and make some more of these, though. I need to go ahead and run down here, though. I know I have a lava tank, right? So let's actually go ahead and grab ourselves a storage bus, I guess. Storage bus right there. Let's go ahead and go to, not that, the storage bus. Fantastic. Give me that puppy. Cool. Then we have a tank here somewhere. Then probably go ahead and make myself some lava very quickly. It's so easy now to actually get like liquids out of IC2. Actually, not IC2, AE2. It's so nice. It used to be so bad at liquids. I have a sink down here for water. I might as well have a lava tank down here for lava. Let's go ahead and use this as our lava. No, that's completely wrong. I want bucket mode, I guess, on. Pick that up. Then off so I can put it down. There you go. Then we'll just go ahead and storage bus that. That's good. And with that, you just go ahead and grab lava. So if we go to show fluids, you can actually just click on it and pick out buckets. So really easy way to kind of get your liquids as well. So I thought that was pretty nifty. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and make more of those upgrades. So I went ahead and made 30 more upgrades. So we had 30 more of them in there. So each one of them has over 10. So 2 have 10, 2 have 11. So not too bad there. In here, we already had 36 scrap. This is going at 7 times speed, non-stop now. So I don't think I need that recycler multi-block that I thought I was going to need at all whatsoever. I didn't remember these ones being this fast. Like, this is insane. Like, they're not even staying full on cobblestone still, which is pretty crazy. It's just a good time all around, I have to say. And we're definitely going to get a UU matter at a good pace now. So I don't even know how much we need to really expand on this unless I see something where we need a lot more of that. But I guess kind of leave it as is. I may kind of spend some time in between episodes instead, just prettying this up because it is pretty messy here right now. But yeah, definitely think. Also, I opened up a bunch of scrap boxes there, got a bunch of loot, but not really anything good. You can actually get another star out of there, but it's like super rare. It's like 1 in 10,000 or something like that. But I did not get that. But I think I'm going to go ahead and actually wrap this one up here. So as always, guys, like this video, please hit that like button. Really liked it, hit that subscribe button. It is always appreciated. Well, you guys all have a good one. See you guys in the next video. Later.